This Russian infidelity bust is absolutely insane. Today's episode is a total free-for-all. The father-in-law is playing the field outside, while the daughter-in-law is wrapped around his waist inside. He's a security guard rocking a Gucci bag, while the son's just screaming, "What the hell, dad?" The second case is just as twisted, bringing the wife to stay at his sister's place, then asking the brother-in-law for some pocket change. Who would have thought for a measly $10? The brother-in-law was already planning to steal his wife? Now let's dive into these two freak shows. First up, our first victim, Albina, 43, a marketing director with a grown son. She suspects her husband is cheating because he's been rocking TIs and bags he definitely can't afford. She wouldn't spend a dime on useless luxury junk, so she thinks he's got himself a sugar mama. The investigation team said they've seen plenty of women in this spot, but it's a first for a man. This case was a must-take. The next day, the crew started installing cameras while another team tailed her husband. Nikolai, 47, a veteran currently working as a factory guard, but a woman was spotted at his house acting like she owned the place. When Nikolai got home, she was already in the shower.
Антон, ты?
Нет, это Маша.
А пигельцы ты, что ли?
Turns out, Anton is his son, and Masha is the daughter-in-law. After a long wait, Masha finally came out, wearing nothing but a towel and clearly not a bit shy.
Я рад был бы тебя видеть почаще в таком виде.
Ну засмущал прям совсем.
She says she's blushing, but she's changing right in front of him. Guess this kind of family bonding is just business as usual here. Then Nikolai went for a shower, and soon after, the son, Anton, came home. He tried to get intimate with his wife, but Masha shut him down, because they were at his father's house. That night, the team told Albina about Masha being so open around Nikolai, but Albina didn't see the problem. They treat Masha like a daughter, and the kids visit every week. She thought it was totally normal. Russian families are apparently very open-minded. 5 days went by with no suspicious activity from Nikolai, but today, the daughter-in-law visited again alone. Anton was busy with work, and Nikolai even called to chew him out for it. But then Nikolai made another call and headed out. The team saw him meet a woman in a car downstairs. They couldn't hear the talk, but it ended in a heated argument. Whatever the conflict was, Nikolai came back home in a foul mood. He started snapping at his daughter-in-law in the bathroom.
Ты скоро там? Да уже сколько времени было?
Nikolai was clearly pissed off and looking for a target to vent on. It looked like Masha was about to have a bad day. And yep, she definitely did.
А кто звонил-то?
Хочешь, чтобы я на ней женился?
Holy crap, so there is a mistress. But more importantly, this confirmed Nikolai and his daughter-in-law are way too close. The team notified Albina immediately. When she heard the news, she refused to believe it. No sane person could wrap their head around this. Time to head upstairs and face the truth. A total mess. The audio is pure chaos, impossible to translate. After the team laid it all out, Nikolai claimed they were just having tea. But the video doesn't lie. No amount of BS could save him. Masha tried to bolt, but right then, Anton walked in. Now let's see Nikolai face his own son.
Я на камеру, сейчас я объясню, что происходит. У вашего отца связь интимная с вашей женой.
Ты что, серьезно, что ли, вот это все? Ты реально хочешь?
Nikolai, the veteran, was extremely defensive. In the chaos, Masha escaped, and Albina broke down in tears. Nikolai started packing his bags to leave. The son got zero explanations. Now the team is heading out. The family has to deal with the fallout themselves. One old man wrecked the whole family. Anton is the real victim here, cursed with a father like that and a wife like her. In the end, all 4 of them got divorced. Anton moved back in with his mother. Next up, our second victim, Albina, 31, a small business owner. Her situation is pretty dramatic. Her sister and the sister's boyfriend were jobless back home, so she invited them to Moscow to stay in her 3-bedroom apartment. But she overheard the sister's boyfriend egging her husband on, and lately, her husband's been getting calls from random girls. Albina felt she might be overreacting. But since the boyfriend hitched a ride with her husband to work every day, her anxiety peaked. Even though it was all based on a hunch, the team decided to help. The next day, while everyone was at work, the team moved in. The husband, Leon, 34, owns a souvenir company. The team got a camera in his car before he even left. But he wasn't in a rush. He had to wait for the relatives. Galina's sister, Lena, and her boyfriend, Kier was quiet, probably because Lena was right there. After dropping Lena at the subway, Leon and Kier were alone. Time to see what secrets they were hiding.
Можешь десятку закинуть?
Ты давай как-то это. Ну, я это не Рокфеллер.
Turns out, this wasn't the first time Kier hit him up for money. Leon was clearly annoyed, but Kier reminded him again to send the $10. That night, Kier acted like he owned the place, always looking for free beer. Leon obviously couldn't stand him. They didn't look like partners in crime as Galina had feared. But on the third day, things changed. Leon met a beautiful woman, but it seemed to be about a business order. However, this woman was clearly high value to Leon.
Может, зайдешь? Сейчас не могу, времени нет, мне
The beauty felt they hadn't finished their chat and invited him in. Leon actually turned her down, saying he was busy. Otherwise, there's no way he would have said no. They agreed to meet another time.
Да, хорошо. Жду звонка.
Давай. Все, пока.
Пока.
So far, their relationship was just friendly. Once back in the car, Leon got a call he was genuinely swamped. Plus, it was Valentine's Day. The souvenir shop was slammed. He even needed Kier's help with deliveries. The team followed him all day until he finally got home. But only his sister-in-law was there. And eventually, the one thing that shouldn't happen, happened. Time for the bust. Galina arrived downstairs, took one look at the monitor, and was ready to kill. But the two upstairs were already done with their business.
Видимо, только внимание мы в квартире.
Миша, я тебе покажу, что происходит. Квартира номер 3. Я тебя приютил.
Грамма опасной связи. Я завтра уеду, ты думаешь, что да?
Kier finally showed up, and when he found out, his world collapsed. He was probably thinking, I ask you for $10 and you get salty, then you go and steal my girl? The whole confrontation was just one long bleep. You can bet the language was filthy. Galina left, feeling disgusted and enraged. Kier couldn't stay there either. In the end, the husband and the sister-in-law actually tried to keep the apartment. Talk about shameless. But Galina sued them and kicked everyone out. Leon and Lena didn't stay together. Lena was forced to move back to her hometown. Leon spent his time begging for Galina's forgiveness. As for poor Kier, who knows? Maybe he's out there somewhere, still hustling for his next $10.